Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on the question what you should be aware of today. So definitely this reading is really focusing on manifestation. So before we even get into the tarot, I'm going to talk to you about the animal oracle card that came out, which is Spider Spirit, and it says make your dreams real. And it's funny because when I was pre-shuffling the cards, I saw this card and I thought, oh, I haven't seen it for ages, and I thought, how beautiful is this card? And then I was like really shuffling the cards and it flew out. So we were meant to have this card today. Spider Spirit is deeply connected to manifestation and co-creation. The spider, it weaves its web patiently, strand by strand, turning vision into something real and tangible. That's the positive side of spider energy. The shadow side, though, is when we become trapped in our own web, stuck in fear, ego, or comfort zones, afraid to change or to dream bigger. I actually always find it interesting because you know those people that are really, really afraid of spiders? Unfortunately, most of those people often live very repetitive lives. Same routine, same job for years and years and years. Same patterns, same relationship. Maybe the occasional holiday to like Skegness. But otherwise it's the same day on repeat. The same soap opera when they get, home after work. So at a soul level, there can be a fear of change, a fear of manifesting something different, a fear of stepping outside of what feels safe, okay? So Spider Spirit will show up when you're being reminded that when you take even one small step towards your dream, Spirit and the universe will actually meet you halfway, sometimes more than actually halfway. This, Madeleine, is co-creation. With this card being here, you may receive ideas seemingly out of nowhere. Moments of inspiration that actually almost feels magical. So the key is being clear about your intentions and then beginning to act as if you already are, let's say, for example, the version of yourself living that life. Yeah, if that makes sense. And this really does flow beautifully with the tarot cards that have come up, because we've got the Ace of Wands reversed and the Page of Cups reversed. Both of these cards are incredibly creative energies. The Ace of Wands is inspiration, passion, the spark to begin. The Page of Cups is imagination, emotional creativity, artistic expression, inner child energy. Reverse, though, they show that the creativity is wanting to come through may feel quite blocked, delayed, or there could be the energy of self-doubt. So you might feel inspired to create something. Honestly, it could be writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, anything that brings you joy, but at the same time you may hesitate. So there may be, or there can be some self-doubt, lack of confidence, or feeling of, what's the point? And this is very much that spiderweb energy that I spoke about, knowing that there's more you want to create, but you're holding yourself back because of fear, uncertainty, or emotional sensitivity. So today, Madeleine, is not about forcing yourself forward. It's actually about noticing where you're dimming your own spark. And with the Seven of Swords here, it's important because one message with the Seven of Swords is about keeping things to yourself. That's one thing that I'm picking up. One of the biggest mistakes I actually see people make when it comes to manifestation is telling everyone what they're planning or hoping for. And many people don't realise how powerful their thoughts and words are. So unfortunately, not everyone wants best for you. And then envy or jealousy or even unconscious projections from others can interfere with your energy. So it's really important to keep things to yourself when you are in this energy of manifesting, or you're having ideas come to you. Just keep this stuff to yourself, Madeleine. And there's also something as well, psychological here. It's very... Once you say something out loud, it can trick your mind into feeling like it's already been done, which can then weaken your focus or commitment. So the Seven of Swords encourages quiet movement as well. Let your actions speak, and really, more than anything, protect your ideas whilst they're still forming, okay? And at the same time, this card can also point, again, to self-sabotage. Being aware today means noticing if you're holding yourself back as well. Talking yourself out of something that feels exciting or aligned. And if a creative idea or comes up and your immediate response is fear or doubt, then that's something to gently observe rather than to ignore. And I actually like that we've got the Wheel of Fortune here, because that ties everything together. This isn't about a random day or random feeling. You're actually in the middle of a turning point, a cycle that's shifting. And what you become aware of today, especially around fear, hesitation, secrecy, self-sabotage, actually helps move the wheel in a new direction. So this is something your soul is actually meant to experience and learn from in this lifetime and overcome, yeah? So yeah, what you're really being asked to be aware of today is this, don't force new beginnings if the energy feels blocked, but also don't ignore the inspiration either. And be gentle, my darling, with your emotions. Protect your ideas, and really, please trust your intuition and notice where you might be standing in your own way. And simply, my darling, as well, becoming aware is enough to change what comes next. And clarity, and I love that we have at the bottom of the animal deck, we have the owl spirit. It says you can see clearly now. My darling, clarity today allows the wheel to turn more smoothly tomorrow. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.